Yo, Z-Warriors and what-if fanatics, welcome back to the channel where we twist fate, bend reality, and explore the infinite possibilities of the Dragon Ball multiverse. I'm your host, Rantsu-kun, and today we're diving deep into a scenario that could shatter the very foundations of Universe 7. You thought Goku was strong? You thought his potential was limitless? Ha! Prepare yourselves, because we're asking the monumental question, what if Goku was born half Saiyan, half Supreme Kai? That's right, Gine is still his mama, Bardock is still his daddy, but there's a divine intervention that changes everything. Get your senzu beans ready, power up your ki, because this is part 1 of a legend reborn. Let's get hyped. The air in the sacred world of the Kais was thick with an unspoken dread, a palpable miasma that clung to the ancient trees and mirrored in the usually serene waters. Shin, the Supreme Kai of Universe 7, a being of immense wisdom and gentle disposition, yet currently bearing the weight of cosmic responsibility, paced restlessly before the Z-Sword's pedestal. Her lavender skin seemed a shade paler, her usually bright eyes clouded with worry. Kibito, her ever-loyal attendant, stood a respectful distance away, his stoic expression unable to fully mask his own concern. "It is a premonition, Kibito," Shin finally spoke, her voice barely above a whisper, yet resonating with an ancient fear. Majin Buu. The whispers of his seal weakening grow louder with each passing cycle. The previous Supreme Kais, they all fell. If he is revived, if Bibidi's monstrous creation is unleashed once more— She trailed off, the implication hanging heavy between them. Universe 7, perhaps all of existence, faces annihilation. Kibito bowed his head. "Lady Shin, your foresight has never led us astray. But surely, the seal placed by your ancestors, strengthened by their sacrifice, will hold for eons yet to come." Shin shook her head, a flicker of uncharacteristic desperation in her eyes. "Faith alone will not suffice against such primordial chaos, Kibito. The mortals of this era, they possess flashes of incredible power, but they are fragmented, often misguided. We need something more. A safeguard. A being who can bridge the divine and the mortal. Someone with the inherent strength to stand against Buu, yet with the potential for growth that mortals possess." Her gaze drifted towards the distant cosmos. There was a legend, a faint hope spoken of only in the oldest Kai texts, of Namekian Dragonballz, capable of granting any wish. Kibito's eyes widened slightly. The Dragonballz of Namek? They are said to be far more potent than the ones on that primitive planet, Earth. But what wish could possibly— "A gamble, Kibito," Shin stated, her resolve hardening. "A desperate, perhaps even reckless gamble. I will travel to Namek. I will seek out these Dragonballz, and I will wish for a warrior, born of a race known for its indomitable fighting spirit, to be imbued with the very essence of a Kai. A hybrid, destined to protect the universe when we cannot." A flicker of apprehension crossed Kibito's face. "To meddle so directly with mortal destiny, Lady Shin? It is a path fraught with peril. The balance is already teetering, Kibito," Shin insisted, a rare flash of fire in her voice. "If Buu returns, there will be no balance left to preserve. Prepare the Kai. We depart for Namek at once." The journey to Namek was swift, a testament to Shin's divine power. The verdant, triple-sunned planet welcomed her with an air of ancient tranquility, a stark contrast to the turmoil in her heart. Guided by a subtle sense of destiny, or perhaps the Dragonballz themselves calling out, she soon found herself before the Grand Elder Guru, a wizened Namekian whose age was surpassed only by his wisdom. After explaining her dire predicament, carefully omitting the full, terrifying nature of Majin Buu to avoid spreading cosmic panic, Guru listened patiently,
his ancient eyes seeming to peer into Shin's very soul.
"A heavy burden you carry, Kai Shin of the East," Guru rumbled, his voice like the slow shifting of mountains. "The Dragonballz are not mere trinkets for casual desire, but tools of creation and restoration. Your wish, it seeks to alter the very nature of a being yet unborn. It is unprecedented." "I understand the gravity, Grand Elder," Shin replied, her voice earnest. "But the threat I foresee is equally unprecedented. This is not for personal gain, but for the survival of countless worlds. I only ask that a champion be given the tools they need, a divine spark within a warrior's heart." Guru contemplated for a long moment, then nodded slowly. "The future is a turbulent river, and sometimes a stone cast with pure intention can change its course for the better. Mori," he called to his attendant, "gather the Dragonballz. The Kai Shin has a wish of great import." Soon, the 7 orange orbs, larger and more potent than their earthly counterparts, were assembled. As Mori uttered the ancient Namekian incantation, the sky above planet Namek turned an ominous, stormy black. A colossal, emerald dragon, Porunga, burst forth, his eyes like molten gold, his voice a thunderous echo that shook the very ground. "You have awakened me," Porunga boomed, his voice resonating with cosmic power. "State your wishes. I shall grant you 3. Shin, though a deity herself, felt a tremor of awe before such raw, wish-granting power. She took a deep breath. "Great Porunga, for my first and only wish, I ask this. Find a being, soon to be born to a powerful warrior race, and imbue them with the divine essence and potential of a supreme Kai, creating a hybrid unlike any seen before, a guardian for the future of Universe 7. Porunga's massive head tilted, his golden eyes glinting. "A curious wish, to merge the mortal and the divine at the very spark of life. Such a thing carries unforeseen consequences, but it is within my power." A blinding light emanated from Porunga. Across the vastness of space, on a savage planet of warriors known as Vegeta, a child of the Saiyan race is within his mother's womb. His bloodline is strong, his potential significant. It is to this unborn child, Kakarot, son of Bardock and Gine, that your wish shall be directed. The divine essence shall be woven into his very being, a seed of Kai planted within a Saiyan soul. It is done. As Porunga spoke, across the galaxy on planet Vegeta, Gine, a kind-hearted Saiyan known more for her gentle nature than her battle prowess, though still a Saiyan and thus inherently tough, felt a sudden, warm surge of energy within her womb. It wasn't painful, but comforting, like a wave of pure, serene light. She placed a hand on her heavily pregnant belly, a soft smile gracing her lips. "My little Kakarot, you feel special today." She had no idea. Back on Namek, Shin felt a profound shift in the cosmic energies. "Thank you, great Porunga," she whispered, relief and trepidation warring within her. The Dragonballz scattered, and the sky returned to its normal, triple sunlit hue. The die was cast. Weeks later, the familiar, brutal rhythm of life on planet Vegeta was shattered. Bardock, a low-class Saiyan warrior, but one possessed of uncommon cunning and a recent, horrifying vision of his planet's demise, stormed back from his latest campaign. His face was grim, his armor battered, his eyes blazing with a desperate urgency. He'd seen it. Frieza,
the tyrant they served, laughing as he obliterated their world. "Frieza! He's going to destroy us all!" Bardock roared, trying to rally his fellow Saiyans in the mess hall, but they met his warnings with jeers and disbelief. "Bardock, you hit your head too hard? Frieza needs us. We're his strongest warriors," another boasted, thumping his chest. Frustration and despair warred within him. These fools. They were all going to die. His efforts to warn King Vegeta were met with even greater disdain, the arrogant monarch dismissing him as a delusional low-class upstart. There was no time. His only thought now was for his family, his newborn son, Kakarot. He burst into the small dwelling he shared with Gine. She was there, cradling their son. Kakarot was a quiet baby, his eyes dark and surprisingly serene, unlike most bawling Saiyan infants. "Gine, we have to get Kakarot off this planet, now!" "Bardock? What is it? What's happened?" "No time to explain everything. Frieza, he's coming. He's going to destroy planet Vegeta. Everyone." He quickly grabbed a nearby scouter, the device old but functional, and aimed it at the infant. He needed to know, even just for a fleeting moment, what his son was capable of. The scouter whirred, beeped erratically for a second, then emitted a flat, disappointing tone. "Power level 0? What in the blazes? 0? That's impossible. Even the weakest Saiyan infant has some reading. Is the scouter broken? It doesn't matter. Broken or not, he can't stay here." 0? But I feel something different about him, Bardock. A quiet strength, a strange calm. It's like nothing I've ever sensed. Bardock quickly prepped a Saiyan attack pod. "Listen to me, Gine."
Bardock quickly prepped a Saiyan attack pod. "Listen to me, Gine. I'm sending Kakarot to a distant, primitive planet called Earth. The inhabitants are weak. He'll be safe there. He has to survive, Gine. He has to live on, to perhaps one day avenge our race." His voice was hoarse with emotion. He gently took Kakarot, the baby looking up at him with those oddly knowing eyes. For a moment, Bardock felt a strange, almost divine aura around his son, quickly dismissing it as stress. He placed Kakarot into the pod. "He'll be all right. It's a long journey, but he'll make it." He looked at Gine, his gaze softening. "You should go with him, Gine. Escape this." Gine's expression, usually soft, hardened with a Saiyan warrior's resolve that few ever saw in her. In this timeline, though, still possessing her inherent kindness, Gine had trained, pushed herself, unwilling to be just a meat packer while her mate faced death daily. Her power, while not elite, was formidable for her station, born of love and a fierce desire to protect what was hers. A quiet fire burned in her eyes. "No, Bardock," she said, her voice firm, yet laced with sorrow. "If Frieza is truly coming to destroy our home, then I will not run. I am a Saiyan. I will stand with you. I will fight with you. For our planet. For our people. For Kakarot's future. So he knows his parents didn't cower." She placed a hand on the pod. "Go, my son. Live. Stronger. Stronger than any of us." Bardock looked at her, a mixture of pride, love, and heart-wrenching sorrow in his eyes. He knew that look. There was no changing her mind. He nodded, a grim understanding passing between them. "All right, Gine. Then we face this monster together." He slammed the hatch of the pod shut, inputting the coordinates for Earth. With a final, He slammed the hatch of the pod shut, inputting the coordinates for Earth. With a final, lingering look at his son, he launched the small vessel into the dark, uncaring void of space.
just as a colossal, terrifyingly familiar spaceship emerged from hyperspace, eclipsing planet Vegeta's suns. Frieza had arrived.
"So," Gine said, stepping beside Bardock, her fists clenching as a surprisingly potent reddish-gold aura flared around her, far exceeding what anyone would expect from her. It wasn't the divine ki of a Kai, not yet perceptible as such, but it was denser, more potent than a typical Saiyan's. The little tyrant finally shows his face. Let's give him a welcome he won't forget. Bardock smirked, a wild, desperate fire in his eyes. His own aura exploded to life. That's my Gine. He glanced at the rapidly shrinking speck that was Kakarot's pod. Live, Kakarot. Avenge us! Together and wife, two lone Saiyans against an empire, turned to face the harbinger of their doom. Frieza floated casually out of his ship, a sadistic smirk playing on his lips as he surveyed the planet below. My, Frieza drawled, his voice dripping with condescending amusement as he noticed the two Saiyans powering up, Bardock already launching a ki blast barrage that Frieza's elites easily deflected. What have we here? A welcoming committee? How touching. Are these the last dregs of defiance this monkey-infested planet has to offer? His gaze fell upon Gine, who stood unflinchingly beside Bardock, her aura blazing. Oh, and a female, too. How spirited. Tell me, monkeys, do you truly believe you can stop me?
Bardock snarled, launching himself forward. We'll show you the power of the Saiyan race, Frieza. We won't let you destroy our world. Gine followed, a furious ki tearing from her throat as she unleashed a wave of energy towards Frieza's honor guard, who were surprised by its intensity. This is for our son, you monster. Frieza merely chuckled, a cold, chilling sound. Such passion, such futility. It's almost adorable. He raised a single finger, a tiny, ominous spark of purple energy gathering at its tip. Allow me to offer you a front-row seat to the fireworks display. The battle was joined, a desperate, heroic, yet ultimately doomed last stand. But as Kakarot's pod sped towards Earth, something within him stirred. A tiny, imperceptible flicker of golden light, the dormant seed of a Kai, nestled deep within his Saiyan soul, unknowingly beginning its long, slow journey to awakening. The universe had made its bet. Now, it could only wait.
And there you have it, folks. Part 1. Kakarot, now imbued with the very essence of a Supreme Kai, is rocketing towards Earth, while his parents make their heroic, tragic last stand. Can you even imagine the ramifications? A Saiyan with divine knowledge from birth? God Ki from the get-go, even if he doesn't know how to use it yet? How will this affect his landing, his upbringing by Grandpa Gohan, the entire Dragonball saga as we know it? So many questions, and we'll be tackling them all in Part 2. What do you think will happen next? Drop your theories, your predictions, your wildest speculations in the comments below. I read every single one. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this. Subscribe for more insane what-ifs, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single episode of this epic new series. Until next time, Z-Warriors, stay powerful, stay curious, and always ask, what if? Ransukun, signing off.
Kaioken!